God defines the man's commitment in the marriage in Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 5. This is a law that God gave in the Old Testament to the people of Israel. But sadly to speak, not everybody pays attention to this command, even in Israel. Okay? This is what the Word of God says. A newly married man must not be drafted into the army or be given any other official responsibilities. He must be free to spend 1 year at home, bringing happiness to the wife he has married. Wow. In ancient Israel, it is your highest privilege to be part of the army, because that's the army of Yahweh, the army of the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. And so when you are in the army, you know, if you are, when a battle takes place against an enemy nation, usually you will be separated from your family from 3 months up to 3 years. And usually take around 3 years for a siege. When your nation's army is laying siege to another nation in order to ensure its defeat, it will take around a minimum of 3 years. And so you'll be separated from your wife for a long time, from 3 months to 3 years. And if you are serving in any official responsibility in the kingdom during the time, and the kingdom is at war, it's the same way. It's like you're one of the soldiers. You can go back to your home. You have to stay on duty for as long as the battle rages there in another country. Because your country, your kingdom has to be vigilant against any enemy attack. Okay? And so God said, if you're newly married, you better get a leave from the army, get a leave from our official responsibilities, and for 1 year, stay at home with your wife and focus on making her happy. So what are the implications here in terms of God's view of marriage? He's saying, I want you to develop the habit in 1 year of learning to put the happiness of your wife above your own. Because if you can build that habit for 1 year, it will be a habit that will be with you for all your life. And when you have the habit of putting the happiness of your wife first, that is your one, way to avoid falling into adultery. Most men who fall into adultery are more concerned about their happiness and forget about the happiness of their wives. Most men who fall into adultery are more concerned about their happiness and forget about the happiness of their children. He doesn't even consider how this will impact his children and generations to come. He's more concerned about, I have to be happy. You understand that? That's why God said, no, for 1 year, you only focus on one thing, make your wife happy. That is my commandment. Because that is the only way that you can keep yourself from falling into adultery, because you've developed a habit that you will carry on for the rest of your life. That even if I am not as happy with my wife, I will still commit myself to her happiness and find ways to make our marriage work. Okay?